everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to the 2026 Year Update and Q&A. Last year was another incredibly busy year for the channel with multiple trips, including a return to the East Coast, 10 new steam locomotives, and the long-anticipated arrival of channel mascot and former coaster locomotive number 2105 to the Southern California Railway Museum. As we kick off what is already promising to be another jam-packed year, I want to share a few updates with you, and then I'll answer questions all of you submitted to me on YouTube and Instagram. I will once again make the updates brief as possible, as I have received a record number of questions. To start off, CoasterFan2105 has just completed another weekend of leading excursion trains at the SoCal Railway Museum. Additional operating days are planned for later this year, including the museum's fall swap meet, which will be on September 12th. I will make an announcement post on the channel page when I have additional info on upcoming events. I also have several filming trips already planned for this year, including one or two that I've already completed. I'm hoping to film several new steam locomotives by the end of the spring, and those videos should be appearing on the channel as the year progresses. I would also like to capture the 4014 Big Boy again this year as it makes its first coast-to-coast excursion. In addition to these plans, I will likely also be making another long filming trip this year, most likely to the southeastern US and part of the East Coast. Now, onto video projects. Last year proved to be much busier than I had anticipated, with several filming trips and the movement of CoasterFan2105 to the SoCal Railway Museum. As a result, several of the projects that I'd really hoped to complete were once again delayed. The biggest of these is the now several years behind schedule long-distance Amtrak train video. The script is basically all done now after multiple revisions. It is such a massive script that I'm trying to decide if I want to pare some of it down, leave it as is, or release it in multiple parts. Next to Steam Trains Galore 14, this is the highest priority video for me to finish this year, and I would really like it completed by sometime this spring. The good news is that I have also been continuing to plan and film for subsequent long-distance Amtrak videos, so the wait for the others won't be nearly as long once this video is finished. And speaking of Steam Trains Galore 14, I'm planning on posting that video this November. If everything works out, I will hopefully have some more surprise locomotives featured in that one, so stay tuned. Along with Steam Trains Galore, I may post another Galore video sometime this summer. An additional project that I was planning on completing last year was the in-depth video about bringing CoasterFan2105 to the SoCal Railway Museum. That project is still in the works, but I have several in-person interviews that I will need to record before I can complete it. Also this February marks the 10-year anniversary of the series Train Talk. I'm tentatively planning on posting one of my all-time requested episodes of Train Talk in March as a special 10-year anniversary thing, and hopefully additional episodes later this year. I'm also going to be posting another episode of Following a Freight Train, and possibly two if I have time. And last but not least, my long-discussed series on abandoned railroads may finally be getting off the ground later this year, so to speak. I've already done a ton of research for the first episode and started assembling a script. If all goes as planned, that should be coming out later this year as well. I have a few more surprises, but I'm going to save those for some point down the line. We have a unit grain train's worth of questions to get to, so let's dive right in, and I'll get to as many of them as I can. Okay, so for the first time, I'm going to begin the Q&A with a frequently asked questions section. These are questions that multiple people have asked me. Do you plan on traveling to other countries outside of the US to film? I don't have any firm plans right now, but I've always wanted to film in other countries. Some of the places I've been looking at include Japan, Australia, the UK, continental Europe, and South America. What is your favorite locomotive not including CoasterFan2105? I got a lot of variation on this question, so my favorite locomotive, both steam and overall, is Southern Pacific 4449. My favorite diesel locomotive and passenger locomotive is the F40PH. My favorite currently in service Amtrak locomotive is 509, and my favorite coaster locomotive outside of 2105 is 2102. Thoughts on the new Aero trains, and will you film them in Cascade service? They're nice looking trains, and I definitely plan to film them when they enter service. What do you think of the new Coaster CEM cars? They're neat, and I have a video about them coming out in just a few weeks. Will you film a specific locomotive or railroad? Ideally, I'd like to film everything one day, but it takes a lot of time to film all the various operations, so I try to do as many as I can each year, focusing on ones that I think are really important to cover. Other plans I have for the year can also impact what I'm able to film, particularly when it comes to special one-time events. Why is 2105 your favorite coaster locomotive? Long story short, I had a model of it growing up, so it became my favorite commuter locomotive by default. What cameras do you use? For video, I use the Canon XF400, and for photos, I use the Nikon Z8. What is your all-time favorite filming location? The Del Mar Cliffs, followed by any of the seaside locations along Puget Sound in Washington State. What is your favorite train horn? The Nathan K5LA, particularly ones made between the late 1970s and the early 1990s. After that, it would be an old cast P5. What are your thoughts on the NS Union Pacific merger? Right now, I'm just curious to see if the U.S. Surface Transportation Board will approve the merger or not. What are some of your favorite heritage units? For Amtrak, it's 164 for the 40th anniversary units and 301 for the 50th. Union Pacific would be 1996. Metra would be the 211. MBTA is the 1129. Norfolk Southern is the 1066 or the 8098. CSX is the CNO unit or the Seaboard, and New Jersey Transit is the 4208. What is your favorite Surfliner cab car? 6903. What's your favorite coaster cab car? 2303 followed by 2302. During 2025, which train was your favorite to catch? That's a tough one. Outside of Coaster 2105 on excursion trains at the museum, I'd say the Reading 2102 in Pennsylvania. Do you have a favorite Denver and Rio Grande steam engine? I've always been partial to the 315 and the 340. What is your favorite setting to railfan in? It's hard to pick one, but I really like forested areas and places with water features like oceans or rivers. Between EMD's SD70 series and General Electric's GEVO, which one is your favorite? The SD70. Are you still planning on making another top 10 video in the near future? I'd like to do more top 10 videos in the future, but I don't have any that I'm working on right now. Would you film a video about EXO commuter trains in Montreal, West Coast Express, and the Kettle Valley Railway? I'd like to film EXO eventually. I have a West Coast Express video I'm working on right now, and I will be posting more of the Kettle Valley Railway in the future. Did you visit the California Western Railroad in 2014? Yes, June of 2014. Would you ever go Railfan Sacramento again? Yes. Would you show us how to operate and start a locomotive? Possibly at some point. Will 2105 run under its own power one day? I really hope so someday, but we'll just have to wait and see. Why did you preserve the 2105? I wanted to preserve 2105 because it's the icon of the channel. It's also part of the story, really, of how I became interested in trains and more specifically making videos about trains on YouTube. There was an opportunity to preserve it and give it a great home, and everything just happened to work out. I also would like it to serve as kind of an inspiration to get more people involved with railroad preservation, to show that even if you have a goal that seems difficult to achieve, that really anything is possible. Do you hope that the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad and the Napa Valley Wine Train both acquire a steam locomotive? That would be neat, but I don't think Napa Valley would acquire one. I'm not sure about the Cuyahoga Valley. Was having the opportunity to be in the cab of Coaster 2105 a time of your life? It was amazing. That was a really great day. How do you feel about the Dash 8s used on the Surfliner more often? It's really cool, and I hope to see them more in the future. Of all the P42s and Heritage paint schemes, which one or few do you think should be preserved? I would like to see a few of the P42s preserved. Ideally, I'd like to see one of the 112 to 122 series P42s that used to be assigned to the Coast Starlight at a museum in Southern California. Will you do a video on the CSX Heritage units? I would like to eventually, but I have yet to see any of them in person. Do you plan on ever rail fanning the BNSF Emporia subdivision? I don't have any plans currently, but that would be a neat rail line to document. Do you plan on attending Heiss's photo charter with Rio Grande Southern 20 in February? I am planning on seeing the 20 in Durango, but I may not be there on that day. What is your favorite Southern Pacific diesel locomotive? Probably one of the SD9 rebuilds. What is your favorite Santa Fe diesel? The F7A. What gets you motivated to go to far places to railfan? I really like documenting different trains and railroads. I kind of think about it as keeping a historical record of things. Santa Fe 3751 or Big Boy 4014. I like both, but I'd give the edge to 4014 largely because I got to see it both before and after the restoration, which I think is kind of cool. How is Metrolink going to use F59 882 for the Summer Olympics? I'm not sure if they will use 882 again. I think that has yet to be determined. How do you think I can become even more of a train fan? Well, that depends on what aspect of the hobby you're interested in. Some people really like working with model trains, others like taking photos or videos of real trains, and some just like riding on as many different trains as they can. And then there are still others that like participating in volunteering at various museums. So it just depends on what you're interested in. When you go out rail spotting, do you look up schedules for the individual trains, or do you just go to a trusty spot and hope for the best? It really depends on what it is. For passenger and steam operations, I absolutely look up schedules in advance and make plans around that. For freight, if I know someone who has info on when a particular railroad runs, especially short lines, I will ask. Otherwise, I try to find out info online, or if it's a rail line that sees a lot of traffic, like the BNSF Transcon, I will just pick a day and go. Will Caltrans keep running their F59 PHI locomotives? The latest plan I've heard is to rebuild the F-59s to run off of hydrogen fuel cells. If that happens, I would expect them to continue in service for a while longer. When are you planning to come to SoCal again? I'm hoping to be around for the next time 2105 is used at the SoCal Railway Museum. If that happens, I will make an announcement on the channel page. What is your favorite Nintendo game? Super Mario Sunshine. Do you think that California Department of Transportation 2052 will be preserved at the California State Railroad Museum? I'm not sure. I know the locomotive's main generator failed, and that's a pretty expensive part to replace. What are you planning for the America 250? It really depends on what events are announced. Hopefully at least see the 4014 for part of its tour back east. What are your thoughts on the restorations of New York Central 3001 and Chesapeake and Ohio 614? I'm really excited to see both. Have you ever visited Europe or Asia before for rail fanning? I have not yet, but I would really like to one day. Do you think that in some years the F40PHs are going to be rebuilt? Eventually F40s will be retired, but it will vary by railroad. Some will be replaced sooner, while others may continue to run in regular service for more than a decade. What is the next Amtrak train route you will narrate similar to the Auto Train and Coast Starlight, and when will it be released? The route is a surprise, and I really am hoping to finish it this spring, depending on other projects. Are you going to film trains in the Columbia River Gorge? I already did a video on that a few years ago, so if you haven't seen that on the channel, be sure to check it out. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if I do another video there in the future. Are you going to film some more in Maryland? I will almost certainly be back in Maryland to film at some point. What was your favorite filming location of 2025? I really liked filming the Reading and Northern in Pennsylvania and the Downeaster in coastal Maine. Can you talk about or review the Dash 9s or 7 series eventually? Definitely on the Dash 9, possibly on the Dash 7. As we look into the future of the Lausanne corridor, what specific projects would you like to see finished? I think there are large sections north of Los Angeles that need at least passing sidings, if not a second main track, to ease congestion and to allow for additional train frequencies. What do you think of the Bombardier Twindex Vario? They remind me of a European version of the Bombardier bi-level commuter coach. Have you seen any Union Pacific Dash 8s or Dash 9s? I've seen some, but I'm not sure how many. It's been a while. What is your opinion on wigwags in the US and Canada? I like wigwag signals. I saw the last one in service on a main line in the US a few years ago. Will you come to Railfan in San Antonio, Texas? Hopefully this year. Should 4501 be painted into Southern Railway green and gold again? That would be really cool to see. What is your favorite non-powered control unit? Cabbage car, the New England region, 9214. Would you ever consider coming over to Ohio to check out the Reading 2100? Yes, definitely. Are you going to come back to Florida? Yes. Will you visit Bellingham in 2026? I can guarantee it. Which locomotives do you hope get preserved at the Southern California Railway Museum? I'd really like to see a Metrolink F59PH go to the museum eventually, a newer Santa Fe freight locomotive, and Amtrak locomotives like a P42 or a Dash 8. Have you ever railfanned the NS Chicago line? Yes. Steam or diesel? Both. Any plans to do videos on fallen flag railroads like any of the Hill lines, Milwaukee Road, Southern Pacific, etc.? Yes, I'd like to do videos on railroads that no longer exist. What made you decide to join YouTube? I was inspired by very early railroad YouTubers, and I decided I wanted to share my videos of local trains with other people. What is your most favorite video you have uploaded? It's difficult to pick one, but I really like how my series on the surf line turned out. What is the most difficult terrain that you have filmed in? Dry Creek Trestle at the rocky base of Mount Shasta. Have you thought about releasing a photography book of your best photos? Yes, I have a few ideas for a book that I've been working on for a while now. Favorite Metro line? The Milwaukee North Line. Which one did you enjoy more? Your Massachusetts visit in 2025 or your Massachusetts visit a decade ago? I liked them both differently. My 2015 visit had a greater variety of locomotives, but my 2025 visit had more interesting locations. When they go into service, will you visit Chicago or Milwaukee and take a look at the Amtrak Midwest Siemens Venture Cab cars? Yes. At what point in your life did you start liking trains? I've liked trains as long as I can remember. Favorite coaster charger? 5005. Opinion on Caltrans leasing the 3 Caltrain F40s? I think it'll be neat to see them in service. What's your favorite control point name on the surf line and or coastlines? I really like control point longboard just because of how unique it is, and the sign is literally shaped like a longboard. What is your favorite thing about rail fanning trains in California? I really like all the scenic locations, especially along the Pacific Ocean. How many steam locomotives have you seen over the years? About 115. What is your favorite train bell? I really like the old EMD bronze bells. What are all the heritage units you've seen lead or trail on any railroad in North America? I've seen all the Amtrak ones, 4 of the Union Pacific ones, 5 of the New Jersey Transit units, 1 of the MBTA units, 3 of the Metra units, and 2 of the Norfolk Southern ones. What is your opinion on Frisco 1522? I like the 1522. It would be really nice to see it run again. What was it like seeing Reading and Northern 2102 and Nickel Plate Road 765 for the first time? It was a really cool experience. I especially liked seeing 2102. Have you ever been to the Mass Coastal Railroad? I have not been, but I've heard of it and I really want to see it. What is one locomotive you haven't seen that you really want to catch? Santa Fe 2926 and Milwaukee Road 261. What is your favorite defunct railroad? Either the Southern Pacific, Santa Fe, or the Everett and Monte Cristo. Favorite commuter rail system? Sounder and Coaster. Will you ever do a train ride video at the Durango in Silverton? It is possible I will do one at some point. Do you think Coaster is ever going to electrify their main line? I think it's possible in the future, but if it happens, it's more than likely more than a decade off. Will you come back to Texas and film local railroads like Fort Worth and Western and Trinity Railway Express? Yes, it's at the top of my priority list for this year. Will you ever visit Canada and film trains there if you haven't already? I have filmed a bunch of trains in Canada and there are already several videos on the channel, so be sure to check those out. Now that you've visited more tourist railroads, will you update your top 10 steam train rides video you did a while back? I don't know if I'll do that, but I will be making more top 10 videos eventually. Will you do a video on hydrogen-powered locomotives? Possibly when more of them are running in regular service. Do you plan to film trains in all 50 states? Yes, that's the long-term goal for me. So far, I've filmed in about 45 of them. Will you make a modernized version of the intro from Fast Diesel Trains? I don't have any plans to do that, but I can look into it. Why did you move north? I moved to Washington to be closer to my immediate family. Editing software? Final Cut Pro. What do you think are the odds of an Amtrak Genesis getting preserved? I'd say pretty likely that at least one makes it into a museum, possibly more. Are there any other train YouTubers you like to watch videos from? Yes, I watch everything from railfan videos to restorations, right-of-way explorations, you name it. Are you going to continue railfanning in Northern California and the Cascades, and are you going to take a trip to the Northeast Corridor again? Yes, I plan to make videos about trains in all those areas. What is your opinion on Chargers taking over Surfliner and Coaster? Purely from a photo and video standpoint, I miss the old Coaster scheme. It was one of my all-time favorite commuter train paint schemes. Are there any trains worth seeing in Ohio? Yes, definitely. The NS Chicago line has a ton of traffic, and there are several interesting tourist railroads and short line operations. Model train reviews and a video about the Illinois Railroad Museum. Maybe on the reviews, very likely on another IRM video. What is one of your biggest goals in 2026? My top goal is to finish the next Amtrak long distance video. It's long overdue at this point. Do you have plans for seeing some of the semi-quincentennial units? Yes, I'd like to see as many of them as I can this year. Will you do a video on the new Acela trains? Yes, I will eventually, hopefully sometime later this year. Favorite Australian locomotive? Victorian Railways J515. Have you ever been to La Plata, Missouri? Yes, I went there back in October of 2019. Are you going to do more trains in Illinois soon? There's a good chance I will be back through Illinois this year. Have you ever ridden in a cab control car like Sounder Ace Coaster? Yes, when I was very, very young, I got to ride briefly in the cab of one of the Coaster cab cars and blow the horn going through Torrey Pines. Do you think Amtrak Cascades should have preserved some F-59s? I'd like to see at least one go to a museum one day. They were on a 20-year lease from EMD, so when that expired, they were sold to Metra. What Train Talk videos do you have in store for 2026? I have a few ideas for Train Talk this year, the first of which will hopefully come out in March and be on a topic that's been long requested. Do you plan on returning to the SoCal Railway Museum to see San Diego Coaster 2105 anytime in 2026? I will hopefully be there this September during the fall swap meet. Have you ever had the chance to film trains at Beaumont Hill or San Mateo Canyon? I've been there a number of times over the years. My favorite location is the big curve at the east end of the canyon. I caught 4014 there back in 2019. What is your opinion on the F59 PHI? When I was younger, I didn't like them as much because they replaced my favorite F40s on the San Diegan, but over the years I've come to really like them. They're neat looking locomotives. What is your favorite video you've made? It's hard to pick, but probably the series on the surf line. I also really like the video I did on Canadian Pacific 2816. What's your opinion on the new Acellas? They're neat looking trains and I'm hoping to see them in service this year. Do you think Metrolink will still operate their F59s for 2026? Last I heard, there are no immediate plans to retire the remaining F59s at Metrolink, and they will continue in service at least through 2028. Do you think Metrolink 800 will be preserved? Yes. Is there going to be a video about the F40 since the first F40s were made 50 years ago? There is a very good chance of that. What is your opinion on Go Transit reactivated cab cars? I like the older style cab cars, and I'm glad some of them are coming back. Will you be filming CTA trains? Hopefully eventually. Favorite spot to rail fan in the southern part of Seattle? I really like the Lucille Street Bridge. Why did you join the rail fanning community? Well, I started filming trains before YouTube even existed because I wanted to make my own videos about trains, and it really just kind of grew from there. Do you like Amtrak P42 DCs? Yes, I really like the P42s. What is your opinion on the CEM cab car horns? Well, the horns are certainly unique. I don't think they sound nice, so to speak, but they've grown on me just because of how unique they are. Do you plan on going to Peru to see any of the former Caltrain equipment? I don't have any plans right now, but it would be cool to see. Why don't American trains have dual cabs? A lot of it boils down to economics. All the control equipment in a locomotive cab is expensive, so it's cheaper for railroads to just have one operator's cab. For freight railroads, it really isn't an issue since most trains operate with multiple locomotives, and there are often facilities in rail yards to turn units around if there isn't at least one facing in the correct direction. For locomotives in captive commuter service, it's also just easier to have a cab car on the other end of the train, so a passing track isn't needed to move the locomotive from one end of the train to the other at the end of a run. Is it true that Coaster is going to replace all cab cars with CEM cab cars at one point? I'm sure they'll replace all the older cab cars eventually, but no additional cars have been ordered yet. Do you plan on doing a website or something like a guide on locations you've been to over the years? That may be something I do in the form of a video series. I've actually been exploring that idea for a little while now. Can we get a vlog-style rail fanning video? I can certainly look into it. I've thought about doing that, but I wasn't sure how well received videos in that style would be. I did a few videos that were similar to that looking at trains I filmed on a particular day, but they weren't really done in the style of a vlog. So maybe I'll try a video like that and see how it goes. How did you grow your channel this big? Many years of uploading videos regularly on a set schedule and learning by trial and error. What is your favorite F59 PHI from Surfliner 455? Which Metrolink locomotive is your favorite? Former would be 860, current would be 856. Will you go back to Railfan in Alaska? Yes, right now I'm waiting until Alaska 557 is complete, and then I'd like to spend several weeks doing videos on that, plus all the regular passenger trains and the Alaska Railroad freight trains. Do you think an increase in train service will occur because of the World Cup being hosted in the United States? I know it's something that's been discussed for Amtrak Cascades service. They were hoping to have some of the new Aero trains running by the time that happens, so we shall see. What places do you want to visit? I'd like to film more videos in parts of the US I haven't thoroughly covered, parts of Canada, and then several places around the world including Australia, Japan, Europe, and South America. In what year did you film your first video? December of 2002. Why have the P40s been retired? The P40 and P42 locomotives are now all near or over 30 years in age, and a lot of the parts are wearing out just from so many years of constant use. Amtrak opted to purchase new Charger locomotives to replace them, so that has been happening since 2022. Favorite steam locomotive in the state of Pennsylvania? Oh man, that is pretty much a three-way tie between East Broadtop 14, Pennsylvania Railroad 1361, and the Reading 2102. Do you plan on rail fanning the Nashville and Eastern? I would like to on my next visit to Nashville. I just need to figure out when they operate. EMD or GE? EMD, but I also like a lot of GE locomotives. When was the last time you visited the Cumbres and Toltec? Fall of 2021. Once Union Pacific 3985 is operational, will you document its first operation? If I can, yes. Do people notice you in public? Yes, I usually get recognized multiple times on filming trips these days. What do you think is the best state for rail fanning short lines? That's a really tough call. There are a lot of neat short lines in the Northeast. Washington State also has a bunch, and I'm hoping to see more of those this year. What's your favorite type of geared steam locomotive? I've always been partial to Shays, but I really like Climaxes too. Do you have any tips for small content creators like myself? Find a way to make your content unique from other creators, be that a certain editing style or video topic or something else. What are the next steam locomotives you want to see operate anywhere in the world? Milwaukee Road 261, Santa Fe 2926, Flying Scotsman, and the 3801 to name a few. How do you discover the majority of the locations throughout the US? I will typically research areas ahead of time using a combination of Google Maps and Street View, other YouTube videos from certain areas, and then other sites like Railfan Atlas and a variety of rail photo sharing websites. Then, when I'm on the trip and in between trains, I will further scout out locations to make sure they are still good for filming. What is the best state to railfan in sunset? I'd say Washington State has some of the best sunsets I've ever seen, but California also has really great sunsets in the winter. Have you seen the Fresno Wigwags? I have not seen them, but I want to. Can you do a documentary video about the full history of Santa Fe 3751? I like that idea. Maybe I'll do that. Will Coaster 2105 and 2103 have their engines repowered without Tier 4 if possible? That is solely dependent on the California Air Resources Board and their willingness to grant either of the two museums a waiver at some point in the future. Are you excited for the American Freedom Train in 2026? Well, since it looks like there won't be one this year, I am excited to see the Reading 2100 as Locomotive 250, so hopefully I'll have a chance to see that this year. How do you think the Lakeshore Limited will be operated out of New York Penn Station once the P32 AC DMs are retired? That's a great question, and honestly, I'm not sure. At one point, I heard there was a possibility of getting a waiver to operate standard Chargers into Penn Station just because the emissions are so much lower than traditional diesels, but it's been a while since I've heard anything about that. Which is better, Aces or Gevos? I would give the edge to an SD70 Ace. With all the amazing railroad content you have posted, what are your top 5 catches? It's hard to pick just 5, but in no particular order. Canadian Pacific 2816 on the Final Spike Tour, Coaster 2105 and 3751 meeting, the first run of Union Pacific 4014, Eureka and Glenbrook doubleheader, and Coaster 2105 being moved to the SoCal Railway Museum. Whenever you are in Germany, could you film the ice high-speed train? That would definitely be one of the things I would film in Germany, along with the Harz Mountain Railway, provided they don't get rid of all their steam locomotives by the time I have a chance to visit. How many Steam Trains Galore videos do you plan to keep posting? I will continue posting them as long as I can and as long as people still enjoy watching them. Do you think Amtrak 90208 will come back? 90208 was retired and sold a few years ago to a rail equipment dealer and salvage company. Are you going to film Pennsylvania Railroad 5550 or the NC and STL 576 when they're done? I'm hoping to. Favorite PNW line? Bellingham subdivision followed by the Sumas subdivision. Have you heard about the P42s being turned into cab cars? Yes, in fact I saw the first run of one in revenue service last year. Are you planning to go back to Dallas to get more action of the Trinity Railway Express? Yes, if all goes as planned, I will be there later this year. Would you ever rail fan the former B and LE? Yes, I would like to one day. What is your favorite tourist railroad? It's a three-way tie between the Cumbres and Toltec, Durango and Silverton, and the White Pass and Yukon. Would you ever film all the locals in San Diego? I have video of some of the local freights in San Diego. It's unlikely I will do videos on specific locals because they usually run in the middle of the night, but they may make more appearances in other videos in the future. Do you like Siemens Chargers? They're neat locomotives. What were your top 5 highlights of visiting the Northeast this past summer? Definitely Reading and Northern 2102, the Downeaster, New Jersey Transit, Metro North on the Hudson River, and Western Maryland 1309. How did it feel when 5704 and 2105 moved to the museum? It was awesome. I was so happy to see the 2105 finally make it to the museum, and it was really cool to see 5704 too. Did you catch the 2105 and 3751 meet by accident, or was it planned? It was a complete coincidence. I knew what time the coaster train was scheduled to leave San Diego that afternoon, but I did not expect them to meet right in front of me. Will you see 844 when it is back in action? Yes. Will you come back to Canada? I should be back at least to BC at some point later this year. What are all of the steam locomotives you are expecting to see in 2026? Well, I already have seen one by the time this video will be posted, and I have plans for another 3 or more over the next couple months, plus hopefully 4014 later this spring. Have you considered doing a tier list or top 10 of branch line type engines? Interesting question. I haven't thought about doing a top 10 on that, but I could. Are you talking about steam, diesel, or both? Favorite railroad crossing bell, teardrop bell. Do you have any more footage of 4449 that you would like to release? Pretty much everything of 4449 that I've filmed, except for maybe a few individual clips and some still photos from Rail Fair 1999, is already up on the channel, but I may include other clips in videos in the future. What do you think of the Phase 4 paint scheme? I really like Phase 4. It's one of my favorite Amtrak paint schemes, and I especially like how it looked on the Dash 8s. Favorite NorCal F59 and cab car, 2012 and 8309. When are you going to railfan the Delaware and Lackawanna Alcos? I've wanted to see them for a long time, and I tried to do it on my last trip to the Northeast in 2025, but unfortunately I ran out of time. Hopefully on my next visit. I also need to figure out when they run. Opinions on the CF7. I thought it was a neat way to repurpose old Santa Fe F units, but I wish more of them survived as F7s and F3s too. If you can choose a new route for Amtrak Midwest, what would it be? Probably a route from Detroit to Toledo to Cincinnati, kind of like the old Baltimore and Ohio Cincinnatian. What is your favorite international railroad? Not sure if I can pick just one, but I really like the Panama Canal Railway. Which type of trains do you prefer, freight or passenger? I like them just differently. When I was younger, I was definitely a lot more interested in passenger than freight, but living in the Northwest has given me a much greater appreciation for freight trains, so I'm really interested in those now too. Is rail fanning still worth it? If you mean as a hobby, it's worth it as long as you enjoy it. I always like documenting trains, including the newer ones, because someday they'll all be gone too, and it's nice to enjoy everything while you can. What is one EMD locomotive that is extinct that you wish is still around? Some of the earlier E units. With Grand Canyon Railway 29 returning sometime this year, do you plan on making it out here to see it? I'm not sure if I'll be out this year to see 29, but I'd like to make a return to the Grand Canyon Railway at some point. Are you going to film Coaster 2105 and Santa Fe 5704 at the SoCal Railway Museum this year? I don't know how much I will be filming, but I am tentatively planning on being at the museum the next time 2105 is on the weekend excursion trains. Are you going to do any videos of your model trains or a layout? That's very likely, but I'm not sure when it will be. What train events are you excited for this year? I'm the most excited for the Big Boy Tour to the East Coast. What steam locomotives do you want to see return to the main line? Southern Pacific 4460 or Great Northern 2584? Favorite location to film trains in Maine? The Scarborough Marsh. Will you make the Amtrak low-frequency intercity trains video anytime soon? I would like to, but there are a few more routes I need to film more before I have enough footage to complete that video. Favorite Amtrak paint scheme, system-wide, and or branded service? Of the current ones, Amtrak Cascades, all-time favorite is Phase 3. Could you make more train talk videos on different Amtrak routes such as Cascades, Downeaster, Empire Builder? Yes, I am planning on doing more of those, although some may be in the form of full-length videos on a particular route. Why does the Amtrak Cascades Aero train set only have 2 ALC 42E locomotives? Because the rest of the sets will be used with the Washington State-owned SC-44 locomotives. Do you plan on attending the photo charter with 2926 in October? Hopefully. Will you do a video where you ride the Sounder commuter train? I would like to do several more train ride videos eventually, including Sounder. Is it true you're getting into bird photography? Maybe. What is happening to all the P-40s and P-42s and Dash 8s after they're retired? Once the locomotives are officially retired and off the roster, Amtrak will put them up for sale. Are you going to do a video at some point on light rail trains? Yes, I have several more light rail and trolley videos that are in the works. Do you know what's going to happen to Caltrain 919? 919 is going to a group in Oklahoma. What happened to Coaster 2101, 2102, and 2104? They have reportedly been sold to another operator, but they are still sitting in Anaheim currently. Are the Talago Series 8s and Oregon Department of Transportation owned non-powered control units for Amtrak Cascades going to be retired when the new Aero trains enter service? Last I heard, the Talgos will remain in service for now. Why were NCTD 3001 and 3002 not disabled as part of the CARD grant? That is a great question, and I have no idea what the answer is. Well, that does it for this year's Q&A. Thanks so much for joining me, and thank you to everyone who submitted questions. There is a lot of good stuff coming down the line in 2026, and I look forward to sharing many exciting new videos with you. As always, a special thanks to all my supporters on Patreon. I will be back next Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Time for a brand new railroading adventure right here on the YouTube channel. That's all for now. Until next time, I'm Mike Armstrong. I'll see you down the line. Thanks for watching.